had the opportunity to speak with Justin Brooks, the director of the California Innocence Project, and the fascinating work he's doing. Welcome, Justin, and thanks for being here today.
Thank you so much. It's a pleasure.
Oh, well, I am so excited to speak with you. There's so much to talk about. The California Innocence Project started a little over 20 years ago.
So when I first came to California 21 years ago, the LA Times did an editorial saying, "Welcome Justin Brooks to California. He's going to start this thing called the California Innocence Project." And the mail has not stopped. So I receive about 5,000 to 7,000 letters a year of people asking for my help.
I was on my way to USC on a full scholarship to play football, but all of that was halted when I was wrongfully accused of rape.
The story of Brian Banks was so important to me, and that's why we pushed to have it made into a feature film.
Brian Banks was 16 years old when he was accused of a crime he did not commit. He lost 11 years. Scholarship. He was prevented from playing football. The system is broken.
The statement by the alleged victim was false.
So they just based it on her statement completely.
Absolutely.
We believed the recantations of the witness. We do not believe Mr. Banks did the crime that he pled guilty to, and therefore justice has been served.
We found that 17% of DNA exonerations, people had confessed to the crime that they were convicted of. And it definitively showed that innocent people sometimes confess. And I've looked at a lot of these cases, and sometimes it's as simple as you've been interrogated for 13, 14 hours, you're tired of it, and you just say, "Okay, I did it. What do you need me to sign?" And they're just angry and they sign it.
Such a shame.
And they're thinking, "You're not going to convict me of this because I didn't do it." And now that person goes to prison for the rest of their life. That's very, very common.
Let's talk about wrongful convictions. What are some of the causes of wrongful convictions?
The leading cause at trial for wrongful convictions was bad identifications. And we found out that people are not good at making IDs, yet jurors treat that as very powerful evidence. When someone walks in court and says, "I'm 100% sure that's the person who did it," that's enough to get you convicted. But when you look at the science behind IDs, there are so many problems. For example, almost half the people I've walked out of prison were convicted on a cross-racial identification. That is a huge problem in Southern California because we have every type of race, and it's always a Mexican person IDing a white person, a black person, a black person, a white person. And our ability to identify faces is formed in the first 5 years of our life. And if everyone in your family is the same race, you actually, for the rest of your life, will have difficulty identifying other races. And there's all scientific studies about this.
The California Innocence Project is important because it embodies what it means to be a human being, what it means to have compassion for other people.
On a personal level, how do you take all this in? Because I can only imagine how difficult it is.
I don't sleep very well. I try to exercise a lot. I go on very, very long walks.
It's beautiful, but it is windy. We're fighting this wind for about an hour. Getting tired of it. Come on, time for the wind to stop. Stop!
Trying to get people to hear these stories and be a voice for my voiceless clients.
Well, you're leaving a huge legacy and huge footsteps to follow in. Thank you so much, Justin.